hear me? Okay, you're very, very low. Let me bump your volume. There you go. Yeah. It's just that I have the game also that's very loud, so I have to lower it a little bit. Okay, should be good now.
Round 1. Ready? Fight.
No problem. Oh, that's why. That's punishable. My third hit is PK punishable.
Round 2. Ready? Fight.
That's 2P plus G escape.
Round 3. Ready? Fight.
Oh, it didn't come out. Unblockable. I do have armor, but not there. It's just that I was moving already, so I just came in first. No, I didn't have armor, I just blocked. Punishable minus 18, I think.
You won't stay on your feet when you fight me.
Round 1.
What was that?
Ready? Fight.
There was a sticker. You wait too much when you want to do flamingo stuff. You cannot wait. You wait too much. Whenever you do flamingo stuff, you have to immediately buffer the next move, otherwise I just take your turn. Yeah, it's a buffer thing. You don't have the time to just see what I'm doing and just input the next move. That's not how Sarah works. Sarah is commitment. Whenever you do something, you have to commit. And you have to guesstimate what I'm doing.
Round 3. Ready? Fight.
thing is, you what counter it. So when something is counter it just floats higher.
Round 2. Ready? Fight.
Look at this. Half-life. What the fuck happened there? There was some instance of rollback.
Round 3. Ready? Fight.
Oh my god, I'm getting so much rollback now. I get this 17 frame of rollback from time to time. The ping goes up to 146. It's not consistent.
Round 4. Ready? Fight.
Why it didn't come out? Jesus. Just teleporting now.
Ring out.
Oh god. Only with him though. Yeah, he's feeling it.
You won't stay
Where
on
is
your
this
feet
player
when you're
from?
fighting me.
Europe, but I don't know. Okay. But are people in your stream hearing me too?
Can't ever picture you winning.
Okay.
I'm no pussy.
Round 1. Ready? Fight.
Nice. For example, there, I just blocked your kick. I didn't wait to see what you were doing. I just did a mid-attack that I knew will beat any other attack.
Round 3. Ready? Fight.
Almost. No, don't be happy with that. You need... I'm for more. If you're happy with losing, you're not gonna win next time.
You won't stay on your feet when you're fighting me.
The thing is, not all decisions are always right. Depends on what the other opponent is doing. So you have to guesstimate what the opponent is doing. is also a part of you know, when you fight.
Ring out. Round 3. Ready, fight.
Wow. Honestly, I wasn't sure that would kill.
Round 4. Ready, fight.
Yeah, but sometimes I forget he actually kills people with just 2 moves. Yep.
Ring out.
I'm number 1.
Yeah, you had to restart the router.
Round 1. Ready, fight.
Punchable.
KO. Round 2. Ready, fight. Minus KO. Round 3. Ready, fight.
Wow. Nice.
KO.
Oh, that was the right call.
Round 4. Ready, fight. KO.
Yeah, it's high mid. It's just PPP. But I can delay it a lot. Yes, it's linear.
Strong is beautiful.
Those are the only 3 hit strings Wolf has, like PPP and P6 PP. The first one is high mid, it's safe on block, but it's Nitaku. The second one is minor 13 on block, and it's high
Ready,
mid.
fight.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush them.
Thank you for the follow.
Round 2. Ready, fight.
Oh, I wasn't expecting the third hit.
KO.
his armor. I knock him in there.
I'm number one.
Round one. Ready, fight! Round two. Ready, fight! Finest KO!
The
Round three.
model of VF1 is so weird. Yeah, the model, it's weird because the neck is basically flying.
You won't stay on your feet when you fight me.
I also have a pocket bread and a pocket tack if you wanna try them.
Round one. Ready, fight! Round two. Ready, fight!
Okay, so that delayed knee apparently is not minus 15 but minus 13.
Round three. Ready, fight!
Yeah, Wolf has a pretty good range with throws.
To be strong
Considering that he's a wrestler, that's, justified. And that was a 9-frame throw. Let me use this fella now. Well, the thing is, I go into stance,
Ring out.
and I virtually can combine the stance to each other and go from a string to a stance, and then from the stance I get the string, and then the same string goes into a stance again.
Ready, fight.
So you got to know the gaps. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting the low.
Round 3. Ready, fight. Round 4. Ready, fight. KO.
What can I say? I'm on top.
I see that. Well, the thing is, Flamingo stance, usually when you do a hit that goes into Flamingo, you are plus on block. So if you do 4K, you are plus on block, and you want to do immediately 3K, or you want to do immediately something else. So 3K, 2K are the main two options that are the fastest from Flamingo. So if you go 4K, 4K, do 4K, yeah. Now you're in Flamingo, you're plus 4 on block. So from here you just do 2K or 3K, and those are the main option that lose against, you know, someone that is dodging. Then if you see the opponent dodging, you do from Flamingo K plus GK, and you can punish the opponent that's dodging. Otherwise you can delay the thing and just go, for example, step and doing something else. You have options, but the first level is 3K or 2K. Only if the opponent is doing something else, then you actually have to take into account the option of the opponent. But this is the first simplification, so you don't have to think about anything else after.
Ring out. Round 3. Ready, fight. KO.
Don't worry, pal. I won't forget you.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a tool to rush down the opponent. Sarah doesn't really play VF. Sarah plays the rush down game, and she goes into Flamingo.
Round 1. Ready, fight.
dodge, yes. You can cancel
Ready? Fight.
all the dashes, forward and back, you can cancel with step. The step you can get cancelled with all the dashes, even the crouch down. The crouch back dash cannot be cancelled in anything except attacks. There is a table that actually shows you the various cancel you can do for movement in the on the FDC. Nice.
Round 3.
Yeah.
Ready? Fight.
Sarah doesn't really like people that hesitate. You can tech roll that roll.
Finest KO.
Well, now you're dead, but you can tech roll the part when you're falling on the ground. Otherwise, you're just giving free damage to the opponent because he becomes a harder knockdown, and I can just follow up with dangerous follows up. From P plus G, yes.
Round
Yeah.
1. Ready? Fight. Round 2. Ready? Fight.
But what? Oh yeah, there is. This is incredibly hot in here, and I cannot keep the window closed.
KO. Round 3. Ready? Fight. KO.
Wrong direction.
Round 4. Ready? Fight. KO.
Don't worry, pal. I won't forget you.
Not work, I contribute, but yeah, I also was the guy that put Sarah's combos on the SDC.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Ready? Fight.
Ouch.
KO.
Punish. I think it's minus 18.
Round 3. Ready? Fight.
does the sleeping, and when he does the sleeping, he's avoiding highs. And I knew there was a follow-up for the kick, so I did a second sleeping. You can go into sleep from one side to the other one. Wow. I tried to do a back turn attack and I just got my back hurt.
Round 5. Ready? Fight!
Yes! So, who's next?
But it's time for the big boy. Yeah, it's not very popular. I think he's a quick character. It's just that people don't like to fight against him because he breaks the system.
Ready? Fight!
That's the RAL. This thing is dangerous. It's just a menace in this game. They buffed that move a lot.
Ring out!
And it's plus on block. It's plus 4 on block.
Round 3. Ready? Fight!
Yeah. Sorry.
Ring out!
But Sarah has some interesting tools against Taka. Like PPP 4K, it's a punish against Taka. The 3 punches and the somersault. That's a punish against Taka. So anything you can punish with that. Unless you can do 1K and then you can just do the combo.
Round 1. Ready? Fight!
Yes. Have sick run.
Round 2. Ready? Fight! Ring out!
Very, very strong.
Round 3. Ready? Fight!
Yeah, he doesn't knock down. He doesn't knock down with 1K plus GK.
Round 4. Ready?
okay. 2K plus, okay. Okay.
You'll
Round
Okay.
one.
Usually when if you keep pressing down and you wanna do, for example, 2K plus G, so if I do this, it doesn't come out. See, now I'm pressing down and I do the move. So you have to press them together to do the input, okay? So if you do 4K, okay, okay, you have to press forward and the button almost together to be recorded together. If you do first forward and then kick, another move will come out. So together is the trick. Yes, Tekken has a different buffer. I do remember that you can actually press the direction. So if you are holding back, you can do back one and King will actually do a punish for something.
Ready, fight.
And back will, because in Virtua Fighter it's not like that. You have to press the buttons together and the direction. So if I press back and then do P, is only punch. But if I press back punch together, this is the move that comes out. So they have to be together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess so, yeah. I have no answer. If someone asks me which buffer system is better, I have no answer. It's just that Tekken is a very different game. So I guess in Tekken that makes more sense. In Virtua Fighter, where you have to press guard, the direction can be loose.
Time over.
But in Tekken you are pressing back to block, so it makes sense that if you want to do back one, the buffer needs to already take into account the fact that you are holding back. Yeah, if you play Soul Calibur, that won't be just so different. That's a punish.
Round four. Ready, fight.
Nice. This is the Taka dance. I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. And it's what I like about this game. You really feel the moves, like there is meaning, and you can feel the weight. And in some other games, characters they just bounce all over around, and it's something else. I mean, it's okay. It's a game. It has to be fun.
Ready,
But I do like that there is this aspect of this game that makes you feel like it's closer to reality. Not Sarah. That's her name. Stella, not Sarah.
round two. Ready, fight.
Yes, yes. Also, have you noticed that Stella didn't go into Flamingo not once? She's a completely different character. Do you know when that happened, that they took away a stance from someone? In Virtua Fighter 4, Vanessa used to have Muay Thai stance instead of offensive stance. She was defensive stance and Muay Thai.
Round three.
But now, who is using Muay Thai in the game? It's Brad. So I believe that could be an indicator that someone decided finally to give us a character that does Taekwondo or proper kick martial arts.
Time and KO.
That Stella, yes. That Stella is going to be a very proper beginner character. And I like that. So she's not going to have to go into stances. But people that love Sarah, because this is my hot take, my guess, Sarah is still there, but she's going to do proper Taekwondo. I could be wrong. And yeah, I mean, usually there are no old women in fighting games. It would be nice to actually see Virtua Fighter breaking this habit. Oh, I love Wing Chun. There is a legend, even though it's been proven historically that the legend is just a legend. Yeah, but there were no monks. I mean, the legend is that a monk taught Wing Chun how to fight. The thing is, there was no female monk back in the day when the legend was taking place. Yeah. The clips I've seen on YouTube were actually saying that Wing Chun comes from is like a development of the crane and snake style. But these are all information that I cannot confirm. I don't have the sources, so just take it with a grain of salt. Just mm-hmm.
I assume you're ready.
Round one. Ready, fight!
I see. So it was the Jumfan style.
Round two. Ready, fight!
Yeah, you have to take roll perfectly.
Round three. Ready, fight!
If you notice my playstyle, I'm always doing the same thing just because it works. Let me change the costume. Yeah, you can do it. If you press triangle, you can go into the player menu and you can change costume.
Round one. Ready, fight!
kick that goes into a hit throw. No, when he hits. On normal hits.
Round 2. Ready, fight!
Oh yeah, those are kicks.
KO! Round 3. Ready, fight!
Wow. No, I was basically... I was crouching, so she didn't float enough.
Round 4.
Welcome to the club.
Ready, fight!
I will be okay with, you know, a number, like you are plus 18, and then you have to make sure that you connect the combo properly. And for some move they actually did that. Wow.
Round 5. Ready, fight!
Yeah, he's really, really ruthless. Yeah. Bonus point if you get the cosplay reference.
Ready, fight!
No, I mean, I tried to do that, but there is no sword and no hair that actually are exactly like Dante.
Round 2. Ready, fight!
This character as a brother. Yes, it's him.
Round 3. Ready, fight!
There you go.
Round 4. Ready, fight! KO!
Yeah, it's my forte.
そのまま床を舐めてな。
Well, you win depleting the bar of the opponent, but also you don't lose if they cannot deplete your bar, so... Oh, you were writing, sorry. Sabaki. Wow, that must be a meaty because I tried to do my counter for kicks, but it couldn't get in, so that's a meaty.
Round two. Ready? Fight!
Nice.
KO! Round three. Ready? Fight! KO! Round four. Ready? Fight! KO! Round five. Ready? Fight!
Oh, wrong combo.
KO!
まだまだ練習のつもりなんだがな。
I use a stick